Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Crusader Kings II, the Horse Lord Mega Campaign. In the last episode, we continued working on trying to improve the realm. We also created a new kingdom title. And then we proceeded to go raiding along the northern coast of the pretty badly fragmented Europe. So try and take advantage of some of these smaller little states that don't have large armies. We did run into a little bit of trouble once, but we probably do need to start heading back at some point to get some more troops to continue the raiding. We have 308 ducats in the hold. We can carry 650. I'd like to get as much of that as I can. So we're going to keep working on that. And we were able to hit Legalism 5, I believe, as far as our tech. So we just need the 5,000 prestige to be able to institute the maximum crown authority, absolute crown authority. And then we can go ahead and start working on getting the king's peace taken care of. We could expand the role of women on the council, but it's not a high priority at this point. Getting control of our vassals is really kind of the big deal here. Limiting how much they can actually do. Alright, so let's just go ahead and unpause it and continue on with this raiding. Word of an epidemic. Oh, what's this? We have received news of an epidemic in the Western Protectorate. The information is vague, but word is people are dying like flies and the fear of disease is spreading as fast as the affliction itself. Furthermore, the condition is reported irreversible as well as incurable, and the scattering records of the events are worrisome. With no source of evil revealed, people are turning to their gods and on each other to protect themselves from contagion. Many call it a new plague. May Tungak make all heathens suffer. Oh no, is this the beginning of the Black Death? Is this... Uh-oh. Oh boy. That is very bad news. Here it comes. Well, we're going to have to see how we're going to deal with that once it reaches us. For now, I'm going to try and grab as much gold as I can, and then head home. We're probably going to use this money to build our first city. Oh boy, here it comes. Yeah, it spreads like crazy. We gotta keep an eye on that. The Joms Vikings, what's this? Or Yoms Vikings? A band of fierce Vikings have established a warrior brotherhood in location along the Baltic coast, based in a castle known as Jomsborg. The Joms Vikings are devoted to Thor, Odin, and the other Norse gods. They brook no quarter on the battlefield and will permit only the strongest and ablest warriors amongst their number. Though there are those who would dismiss them as simple brigands, the Joms Vikings have vowed to defend all Norse lands being encroached by Christendom and other foreign religions. Let's hope those zealots steer clear of us. Well, we're right now harassing the Christians, so... I mean, I was able to steal a Christian relic, so that was nice. Oh, my wife died. Okay. I need New wife. I'm getting kind of up there in age, 63. Do we have anybody here who has any good trades? A couple of girls with strong, but they're still a few years out from being of marrying age. Let's see. Someone who's a good steward. You're pretty good all around. That's gonna cost prestige. Let's see. I'd only lose 90 prestige. All right, let's do it. And we need a new steward, which will make you steward. And I want you overseeing construction. Special model titles grantable, court physician. Speaking of a court physician, alright, we need a new spy master. You can be spy master. And the spy master needs to go study tech from the Byzantines. Could hold a grand tournament. I'm not worried about holding a grand tournament. It'll probably give me some prestige, but that's okay. Once we get this load of money back home, we'll get a nice pile of prestige. The passion between Dobromila and myself was still there when we just got married. I get a 12% chance that I die because my heart could not take the excitement. Okay, well, looks like that didn't happen. Alright, looks like we're done raiding here. I'm actually going to march over here. And we're going to loot here. Starting to get cranky about the vassals. Oh, no, no. I think as long as they're raiding, they're fine. We're starting to get short on men. So what I'll probably do is sack this bishopric, and then I will head back home. Something's going on here. Ugh. Look at Europe. Europe is just a mess. Short of this, we decided to grant you or host a grand banquet in Pskov. Alright, Berger vassal tax. Unfortunately, don't have any Bergers because I don't have any cities. Alright, I got some piety from the faction. Alright, there's a new emperor of the Byzantine Empire. And let's we sack that bishopric. Alright, can I force that? Yes. Okay, victory. Alright, we're prospering. Very good. And we have almost 500 gold in the hold. That'll do. Alright, let's bring this back home. Alright, a fleet full of loot. As we return from raiding, we gain 486.31 gold and 243.15 prestige, which is enough to put me over 5,000. The recent influx of looted treasure has encouraged buying and investment in Suzdal, which in turn has attracted more warriors who are hungry for gold. Excellent. Alright. Send the troops home. And let's build a city. And let's improve our Castle Town requires 268 gold. Or should we go for a military building, like stables? Or small riding grounds? The castle town's the better option. Castle walls requires improved keeps at level 4. Stables, light cavalry. I think I'll just hold out and we'll get to Castle Town as soon as we get over 268 gold. The plague approaches. Oh yeah, we gotta remember about this. Mobs of new people are arriving in Durban. Mostly the newly arrived are commoners fleeing the plague that has reached Shamaka, just beyond the borders of our realm. Some have lost their whole families, some are trying to protect theirs, and a few are travelers or merchants that had an easier time moving. All of them seem to have witnessed indescribable horrors. Hardly any will talk about it at all. The ones that do talk warn others of the coming plague and urge them to stay inside or pack their things and flee. Heathen filth are bringing the plague here. Alright. Where is this plague? Ooh. It's... Oh, there's measles? There's some measles in our territory. The Byzantines are starting to get the plague. Alright. I won the game while we were carousing. I like to think of myself as a magnanimous person, but I've started to feel uneasy while talking to servants. The courtiers clearly does not find it fitting for him to consort with servants. Lose gregarious, to hell with them, gain stressed. Well, the courtiers don't know. Whatever. Deceitful's fine. I've been spending more time with my wife lately. Alright. And we're no longer carousing. We're gonna have to be closing the gates soon. And hope we can hold out long enough for the plague to run its course. Probably not. Alright, we've got 2 more years before the city is done being built. A queasy feeling overcomes you and you feel an immediate urge to vomit. Okay, I've got vomiting. We likely have food poisoning. Okay, ate some bad meat or something. To stop you from vomiting, Shaman Praska told you to sleep with an acorn under your pillow. I'm not sure that did anything. One moment you're shivering, the next you're sweating, and overall you feel awful. We've gained a fever. He still thinks it's food poisoning. To alleviate your pain, Shaman Praska lit 3 candles and had you join hands with him. After a moment of silence, you had to repeat some words after him in a language you did not understand. I'm not sure that did anything either. Oh. The plague has reached our borders. You're not passing loose stool in the chamber pot. You are bent over it, retching. You are suffering from food poisoning. Well, isn't that what he said? Your court physician, Praska the Wicked, has come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. He explains that there are several different types of treatment he can offer. We'll go for the experimental treatment. The element of this treatment can be extreme. The risk of the treatment may vary depending on his capabilities. I mean, he's pretty okay. He's a mastermind theologian. Alright, let's see what he can do. You could not believe your eyes when Shaman Praska pulled a severed hand from his satchel. The black spots on his finger sent chills down your spine, and you demanded to know where he got it from. He only hushed you and proceeded to rub the severed hand against your chest. I feel amazing, apparently. Plus 3 health. Your violent vomiting and diarrhea have gone away. You have recovered from what must have been food poisoning. Alright. So we're no longer suffering from food poisoning, but I am keeping a close eye on that plague. I promised my wife, Dobromila, I would find a suitable ride for her when her mare had to be put down. Now I am in luck. Not only 1, but 3 different mares have been brought to Suzdal. Though we are a little short of money. This Gubald one looks old but sweet. The white mare is a bit frisky, but she'll be fine. The black one is magnificent. A suitable match for my wife. Yeah, we'll go for that one. It's not that expensive. Anything we can build here? Not really. We need to build some castle walls here. India ravaged by plague. The plague has spread across India from the North River Plains to the southernmost tip of Kanyakumari. While the people sought refuge in the temples at first, now they too lay deserted. Only corpses bowing before the gods. Bodies bloated beyond recognition float down the Ganges. Well, the Black Death has not started to subside where it originated yet. And now it's reached Italy. Need a new court chaplain, which will make you court chaplain. And can you proselytize anywhere? Yeah, go for it. With each passing year, it seems that the bureaucracy required to keep the Bulgar Empire gets larger and larger. So many of the lords and ladies within your court appear to have a greater knowledge of how the bureaucracy works than you do. Oh, speaking of bureaucracy, I need to change the laws. Cannot change under Crown Law in Bulgar Empire until the 4th of September, 995? That's over 20 years away. We're never going to last that long. I didn't realize that. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and expand women on the council then. Women able to openly serve in several roles in the ruler's councils includes a spymaster, chancellor, or treasurer, but is restricted to women who already hold titles. Those who are considered holy women, such as nuns, and those who are relatives of the ruler. All women who have a landed title who are considered holy women, such as a nun, and those who are of the liege's dynasty, including all close relatives and the liege's spouse, may hold the office of steward. All women who have a landed title who are considered... Okay, so... Okay. Expanded women on the council law. This will give us some more options for counselors. Oh, we're paused. Don't want to be paused. We can worship the ancestors. I guess we can go ahead and do that. I guess we can go with the share your wisdom with me. Lose 100 gold? I think I'll just go with the idol carved in the honor. I'm not gonna cut out my own eye because I'm already a little too old to be doing that. I caught Esperic and my courtier Lucia in Flagrante. They didn't notice. She's a married woman. Forgive and forget. You placed a delicate little idol on the offering stone and paid your respect to the ancestors. Now all I can do is wait and hope. Alright. The English Empire has been formed. During the last few days, my son, Prince Rudy, has been clutching at his stomach and made frequent visits to the privy. He is suffering from dysentery. We'll call the court physician. Alright, the Black Death has begun. My wife is pregnant. Alright, as I was saying, the Black Death has begun to subside where it originated. So it's running its course. We need a new Chancellor. Yep, now we can put some women on the council. But we'll still go with you. High Chief Token II of Saray has usurped the title Duchy of Pitil. That duchy's been bouncing back and forth. Middle East ravaged by plague. An ominous shadow looms over the regions of the Middle East, as the plague has left little but tragedy in its wake. Reports are scarce, but upon hearing the tales of lone refugees walking the roads, often the sole survivor of a family, the hearts of many are torn as to why Tengri would allow this to happen. Alright, when will it end? It hasn't even started yet for us. Oh boy. It's right across the river. As people flock to Suzdal, so do the clergy. In fact, so many have arrived that with a donation to get them started, Suzdal can become a notable center of worship. Lose 97 gold. Yeah, let's go for it. I can't close the gates yet. Oh, I can actually shut the gates. Persia ravaged by plague. The trade routes of the east have become less traveled. The reports of the plague spreading in the Persian expanse have increased in frequency. Entire villages are gone from the world of the living, disregarding the wealth and good harvest the area was enjoying. The reality is stark as death continues to spread and despair paves its road. I do want to go raiding some more, but I need to keep an eye on this. Will it cross the river? A small kitty is demanding your attention. 25% chance I lose an eye if I kick it. Allow the kitten to follow you home. 20% chance gain kind. I'll allow the kitten to follow you home, so we'll get a health +1. We have wolf's blood. Let's see. Family man. I have a pet cat. Yeah, we have a lot of health, so I know that my ancestors always valued a wise and sharp mind, so I've decided to spend more time on my studies. Today I was out walking, contemplating the mysteries of Tengri, when a new insight struck me. I got new insights, given the effects of learning +2. Nice. Asia Minor ravaged by plague. The atmosphere at court has grown tense as word of the plague raging in Asia Minor has reached you. To further disturb the people, a story is circulating. Survivors speak of a cursed ship carrying living corpses come to recruit for their captain of death. The myth has lent more credibility each time a coastal city succumbs to the epidemic. I mean, we've been sitting here for a little while and it hasn't jumped the river. I'll just go for that. I've been corresponding regularly with my half-sister. Okay. Oh, I did gain a deceitful trait. We had a son. But this son is not of, like, the royal lineage. I mean, not really. Alright, it's starting to subside in India. And wouldn't that be something that is as far as it goes? I doubt it. New spy master, and you know what? You're gonna stay home. Here's the pitiful state of my son, Prince Bulgar. I have just been informed the cause of his aches and fatigue is a case of the flu. As long as that's all it is. Well, it's spreading a little bit more. Wolf's Legacy. Little Bulgar is not like most other children. You notice that he growls when other children cry, and is quicker and stronger than other children his age. There's also that sniffing thing he does. You recognize the sign? He's inherited your blood, the blood of wolves. Oh, this son got the blood of wolves? Ah, he will grow to be a strong man. Well, maybe we'll have to change the inheritance law. Have him inherit, and then see if we can't marry him to someone who is a relative of our adoptive father. We'll have to find somebody. So my interest in the Indian religions has come to the attention of one of their practitioners within the realm. We met and have had most fruitful discussions about theology and other matters. I have made a friend. Wrong type. Ah, the city is complete. Let's get you a proper mayor. And town market. Tax income plus 1.5. Actually, you know what? I'm going to build a hospital here. I should probably have done that a little while ago. It's still just sitting there. Alright, some more people are cheating on their spouses. I don't really care. A daughter was born to Prince Gar, named Mala. Let's see. No vassals are fighting each other. Who? Oh, there's a revolt. A couple of revolts. All right. I'm gonna tell you to make peace. I'm gonna tell you to make peace. Southern Europe ravaged by a plague. Panic is rising as the plague reaps its victims across southern Europe. Peasants and nobles alike have gathered in the churches to pray for mercy from their god, and even the great Rome has become littered with corpses. Many fear that the taint is sent by him as punishment for the people's sins. Alright, the rebellion in Novgorod is done. Come on, Perm. Do I need to send another request? Do it. For a modest sum of money. I'll pay a 20 gold, sure. Put an end to it. Do I want to do this? Switch to my young son, who's only 1 year old, and I am 69 years old. And we have the Black Death coming. I would have to arrange a betrothal. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. We're at the end of the episode here. To see if that's where we want to go. If we want to try to keep following the children with the wolf's blood, and hope that we can get a proper descendant, you know, with the blood of the true Volkil in, you know, our line that also has the wolf's blood. I'll have to see. It's a dangerous proposition at this point. We're very late in life. Oh, we'll see. Alright, but we'll, as I said, end the episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comments, and I will see you next time.